Good evening, President Mohammed, members of the board, members of the cabinet. I am Carlos Anwater, president of the Torrance Teachers Association. Tonight, I am one of many, part of a labor coalition forged among 4 associations in Torrance Unified School District. We are coming together tonight with a joint message that we feel is important to share regarding the Labor Management United Network, a work group composed of each of our associations and members of TUSD management. We call it by the acronym LMUN. First, I'd like to explain that we jointly agree with the tenets of professional collaboration with management to resolve systemic issues that we all face. We believe in demonstrating the 5 components of relations trust as outlined in our CalME training. Those 5 components are benevolence, reliability, competence, honesty, and openness. Labor management partnering is conceptually centered on finding joint ways to accomplish shared goals with shared ownership. While the LMUN itself has been working toward these concepts, TUSD as a whole has not, and we find that troubling. We believe these concepts and guiding behaviors that we learned in the CalME training should permeate all aspects of labor management relations in TUSD, not just in this one committee. Guiding behaviors such as assuming the other's intentions are positive and respecting and honoring each other should be seen and felt on every site in the district as we strive to be cooperative and have partnership. Currently, we do not believe that we have either cooperation or partnership at high levels. Too many of our members tell us that they experience adversarial relationships. Too many of our members report a lack of trust, poor communication, gotcha moments, and abuse of power and rights. When we hear these reports, we see that the LMUN's shared vision, goals, and plans are not filtering into the culture of our district. We realize that this year is really the first year of implementation. LMUN is a good step forward. We understand it as a process, but unfortunately, we are not seeing the intention to implement these tenets with fidelity across the district. To put it simply, my union siblings and I find that problematic.
Okay, next, Sandra.
Good evening, President Mohammed and board members. My name is Sandra Pugh, and I'm President CSEA 845. I'm here on behalf of our executive board and our negotiations team. It's come to a point where we must express our concerns regarding TUSD's negotiation practices that I believe may be unfair and detrimental to all stakeholders involved. We began negotiations in July 24. It's been 6 months and we are no closer to settling. We should be beginning our reopeners 25-26. I'd like to share that our Chapter 845's negotiation team notes reflect that the district has TA'd items only to come back to table and be told by district negotiations that TUSD did not agree to TA. We are experiencing surface bargaining, which we find troubling and warrant your further examination. Such practices not only undermine the integrity of our negotiations, but also threaten the trust that is vital for maintaining a collaborative and positive environment. We believe in the importance of ethical standards and fairness in the process of negotiations. On February 12th, I received an email from the district. In that email, it stated we will be discussing the Social Security matter at our February 19 negotiations meeting, but we need to postpone any conversation about compensation until after the district has more information about our budget. So now, after 6 months of discussing wages, the district has decided that they will not discuss major item all unions bargain. I urge you to address these matters for the benefit of all parties involved. It is essential that we foster an atmosphere where equity is prioritized. I hope that we can start working towards interest-based bargaining. We look forward to your response to rectify this issue that seems to be magnified by all 4 of TUSD's bargaining units. Thank you.
Good evening, President Mohammed, members of the board, cabinet, and my name is Mary Beth Borowski. I am a middle school executive board representative for the Torrance Teachers Association. As you can see from my colleagues' experience at the bargaining table, we have a problem that the tenets from CalME's training have not been transferred across the district. As a matter of fact, we believe that TUSD regularly violates these tenets. It is beginning to feel like TUSD's collaboration is only a surface collaboration that merely checks a box rather than building trust and working on shared interests. Trust, or rather lack of it, is a major issue in TUSD. Employees are regularly stripped of agency despite our collective work providing a safe, accessible, quality education environment for the children of our community. We are so successful as professionals that we keep TUSD in the blue and green and ranked #1 on the California dashboard year after year. Yet, we are constantly told that we don't implement programs with fidelity. Our input isn't always sought, and when it is typically a box-checking consultation. We all work hard to provide an environment where students can thrive and achieve academic excellence. Too often, TUSD exploits this professional integrity by continually asking our members to implement programs for which they have received no training, no guidance, and often no resources, leaving us to build the plane as we fly it. We should be treated with the professional respect we deserve. Our expertise should be valued. And yes, we should be trusted. Unfortunately, at too many sites, administrators do not trust their employees. The employees do not trust the administrators. Distrust breeds distrust. We cannot have adversarial relations at sites and expect to have cooperation and partnership at the district level.
Next two I have is Tom Grant and Deb DeBush.
Good evening, President Mohammed, members of the board, members of the cabinet. My name is Thomas Grant. I'm a TUSD plumber and a member of SEIU Local 99. One of the words that continues to arise in my conversations with labor partners is the word disrespect. Every one of our locals feels disrespected by TUSD management. Oftentimes, managers are dismissive of employees when they bring forward an issue. For example, last month, one of our TTA brothers came forward with an issue during open communications. His comments focused on how TUSD's discipline policies have become more weaponized than ever before.
Sorry, I should have restarted. Please continue.
But that TUSD has always had systemic deficiencies where discipline is concerned. One administrator commented that he thought it was that one administrator commented that they thought he was the problem, not TUSD. It's unfortunate that this was a takeaway. In another instance of disrespect, district administrators have provided false information to our locals in bargaining. When this falsity is called out, administrators line up to support each other, claiming that it was just a misunderstanding. Misunderstanding or not, a simple apology for providing inaccurate information and working to immediately cure the inaccuracies would go a long way. None of us is always right, including administrators, but TUSD's inability and unwillingness to acknowledge mistakes is a barrier to trust and respect. Oftentimes, administrators are performing logical gymnastics to prove that they can't possibly be mistaken, or even worse, conjuring how they can stick an unfounded allegation of misconduct against an employee. And administrators support other administrators, even if they know they are wrong. That is why a culture of distrust and disrespect persists. Respect grows out of seeing each other as valued partners and seeing each other as necessary parts of our working systems. Respect is shown when management provides professional autonomy. Allowing for professional discretion creates space for each of us to have role-appropriate, independent decision-making at all levels, not just in the Labor Management United Network meetings. Thank you.
Good evening, President Mohammed, members of the board, members of cabinet. I am Deb DeBush, member of the TTA Executive Board and member of the Labor Management Coalition. Tonight, we have spoken about what we think is holding back the concept of labor and management working together. Maybe when we committed to the work with TUSD to bring this labor management coalition, our expectations were too high. We hate to think that, though. We hate to think that fostering district-wide professional collaboration and the building of relational trust is a bad thing. It is truly unfortunate that TUSD has not seized this moment to work to create a work environment where all partners who feel comfortable sharing thoughts and opinions, and where we are not each judged harshly for mistakes, voicing concerns, or holding unpopular viewpoints. We all, management and labor, need to feel psychologically safe so that we can do an even better job than we are already doing for our community's children of TUSD. The saying, happy educators equals happy learners, is apropos. Likewise, how employees feel is a reflection of the leader. It starts at the top. We come as a proactive measure to let management know that labor wants to see the tenets of professional collaboration adopted and implemented district-wide at all levels, top to bottom. We do not view these tenets as boxes on a checklist in a singular committee. We view them as a cultural mindset with the same role in labor management relations that the portrait of a graduate plays in driving how we serve our students every single day. The goodwill and trust that could be built through simple acknowledgments and pledges to work together to find remedies sometimes seem so far beyond our grasp. We have had a few successes, and for those we're thankful. But we look forward to the days when the successes in our relations far exceed the times where they fall short. With that, thank you for your time and consideration, and thank you to all our union brothers and sisters here tonight.
I have no other cards. Do we have anybody online?